This is the Thatcher Awards. Of course, women who break the glass ceiling and use the shards to stab the rest of us in the back. All right. First up for your consideration, none other than the Senator Kyrsten Sinema, the woman who refuses to wear sleeves in the halls of Senate because she's different. Okay. The woman who Keith Olbermann said that when he dated her, she was a progressive, which means he fucked it out of her. That's what I think. Which I've honestly, after having to, exactly, we've heard it about Keith. If you have to sleep with Keith Olbermann, I would become a right winger as well. No, but here she is praising Mitch McConnell at some event. She's just drawing on the similarities between the two of them. Take a look.
But despite our apparent differences, Senator McConnell and I have forged a friendship, one that is rooted in our commonalities, including our pragmatic approach to legislating, our respect for the Senate as an institution, our love for our home states, and a dogged determination on behalf of our constituents.
Is she sitting on a fucking chamber pot? Like, how do you just tell bold-faced lies like that?
She's wearing a diaper. She's just like, yeah, I have to. I don't know what she's doing.
I have lied on camera before, but I wore a diaper because you just shit yourself. I mean, you can't get through it.
I'm so nervous. I think she's for real. Like, I think she for real not only thinks that she loves Mitch McConnell. She wants to.
How?
First of all, someone's got to love that gullet. No, when you love money that much and you're in the Senate for that long, you're basically being paid by the same people. She's got, incredible corporate deals and like lobbying firms that, what is it? I think it's the Retailers Association, or someone correct me, someone who's poured tons and tons of money into her election campaigns and her coffers.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, this is the woman who, before she voted down the $15 minimum wage on the Senate floor, tapped Mitch McConnell on the shoulder and made sure that he was watching her do her, like, daddy, look, And so there it was. And he looked, and then he turned over fucking around, and then she did her little curtsy and was like, no to $15. So she legitimately is a snake. Like, she has done a 180 if she ever had principles to begin with. But yeah, power corrupts.
Pretty compelling cringe award here. Does it get worse than this?
Oh, it's the Thatcher Awards, and I would ask you to respect the difference.
My bad.
As in Maggie. As in strike-breaking Maggie Thatcher. Don't take away her cunt status. All right, number 2. Speaking of raging cunts. Wow, I'm sorry, I could say it. But here is Tudor Dixon.
All right.
Here is Tudor Dixon, who is just like, if you look up heiress, you know what I mean, in a dictionary, it's like she is the heiress. She just looks like an heiress. She just apparently her parents were in steel. So there you go. Here she is mocking Gretchen Whitmer, current governor of Michigan, because of the attempts to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Remember, people were sentenced for that plot to kidnap her because of her mask and vaccine stances and mandates. So here she is on the campaign trail.
The sad thing is that Gretchen will tie your hands, put a gun to your head, and ask if you're ready to talk. For someone so worried about being kidnapped, Gretchen Whitmer sure is good at taking business hostage and holding it for ransom.
Now, Zara, you're a comic, so did you recognize that was an attempt at a joke?
Yeah, a roast, right? I think I also remember seeing her in a cult I was a part of. She was trying to brand my labia, and I was scared.
God. Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes.
She definitely has, she's got the same Amy Coney Barrett sort of, like, again, steely-eyed, just sort of reactionary bitch vibe. So I feel that, but this is her being like, for someone who doesn't like being tied up and put a gun to your head, that's exactly what she's going to do to big business. And you're like, okay, this is, even if you sold this joke better, even, which you really need to do, you really got it. That's just a little smile. Like, I never tell women to smile, a bitch smile. So we know you're attempting a joke. It's just so ridiculous, so upsetting and dumb. And anyway,
she's basically saying, I will hold her down for you. She is a terrifying human, but she just made a joke about how she would assault a woman to point out how she is a threat to the happiness of big business.
Yeah. She's gonna take JP Morgan Chase hostage. And they're gonna be like,
yeah, right?
That's what she's gonna do to big business. I love how she's defending big business. I don't think they need any defense at this point. Anyway, that's our number 2. Number 3, man, I don't have a picture of her, but let us describe Giorgia Meloni, the potential and most likely prime minister of Italy, who has been part of, just briefly, represents a party that is so-called far right, but descended from a political party that she used to be a part of when she was younger, that was founded in 1946 of followers of Benito Mussolini, the Italian social movement. Now they're called Fratelli d'Italia, or Italian Brotherhood, or the Brothers of Italy, whatever. And they're like, we are totally not the same, even though their logos are straight up the same.
No.
So she did win. A coalition of Republican or right wingers, came into Italy, and there was Berlusconi and his disgusting sort of creep posse. There was some other dude I'm forgetting, some other party I'm forgetting, and then you've got Fratelli d'Italia. So she's most likely going to be the prime minister. Now, she's spoken about immigrants and how we need to stop immigration.
Like they do. Yeah,
as they do. She has spoken about how the EU is like obsolete, essentially, that she wants Italy to leave it. I don't know if she's going to. She said kind things about Vladimir Putin has been congratulated recently.
What do you know?
Yeah, I mean, all the just check.
Yeah.
This is Steve Bannon's little like Santa Claus wish list here, and he's got it in Giorgia Meloni. And here's one of her quotes from a speech that she gave to the World Congress of Families in March 2019. She said, they say it is scandalous. I'm sorry, I'm going to do my Italian. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They say it is scandalous to defend the natural family founded on marriage, to want to increase the birth rate, to want to place the correct value on human life, to support freedom and education, and to say no to gender ideology. The embarrassing ones aren't us. The embarrassing ones are those who support practices like a womb for rent. So she's against surrogacy, abortion at 9 months, which doesn't exist, and blocking the development of children with drugs at the age of 11. So... again, transgender care, gender affirming care. It's again, check. Birth rate, check. Anti-trans, check. Abortion at 9 months, check. And she's blonde. Zara, this is...
No!
She is us, we are her. This is like, with the Marjorie Taylor Greene wishes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Okay, so who is it going to be?
Right-wing global movement. Oh, this is hard.
Who gets your award? We've got Sinema. We've got Tudor Dixon. For that name alone, she should probably get an award. And Giorgia Meloni.
Oh, man, this is rough. Okay. Let's see. The first one, I feel like anybody who calls Mitch McConnell a friend that's tough. That's tough. I mean, you're hanging with the devil. That's really hard. And then there's the woman who is leading fascism in Italy again.
80 years later. I mean, look,
80
it's
years
the
later.
birthplace of it. So arguably, she's just going back to the roots.
So, okay, how do you usually decide this? Because part of me is like, I feel like it should go to the middle bitch. The
Middle
one
bitch.
in the
I like
red
that.
dress. What's her name? Tudor?
Tudor, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we can see what the comments say.
But I also feel like she's just like won everything in her life and chosen to be a minion. You know what I mean with it? Like, with all the privilege that you have in the world, you've decided to be a minion, and she's just like so revolting. But I feel like she's a malignant narcissist that kind of wants that attention. How do you decide this? What do you use as your criteria? Tell me.
I mean, I don't know. I think that Marjorie Greene's won this before. I think Kyrsten Sinema's won this before. I think Kyrsten, for me, it's more like who's doing new, who's doing something new, and I have to give that either to Tudor or Meloni. But Tudor Dixon is going to be, she's going to be on The View in 6 months, or on fucking CNN. Yeah, she's gonna fail upwards when she loses to Gretchen Whitmer. And so I don't feel threatened by her. Giorgia Meloni, Giorgia Meloni is also the chair of like basically kind of a right-wing caucus in the European Union. I forgot what the name of it is. And she converges like, Spain's Vox party and Poland's right-wing party and like an Orban's party. Like she's just like, she convokes them all. She feels a little bit like, she's kind of like who's not Sauron, but the Saruman. I forgot. I'm not a fuck y'all.
I think that's the one. Yeah,
the flesh version of Sauron. She does that, but with the far right. I mean, that's Sauron's obviously that's Steve Bannon's eye. That's right there. It looks like his, it's just like his little pockmarks on his face.
I think you're right. I think it has to go to her because she's also attempting to lead a nation.
Yes, and she's attempting to lead a nation.
Right.
So I'm going with Georgia today.
I'm going with Georgia.
Let's do it. We've got some agreement. We've got people in the chat also. Martin on YouTube, Meloni's number 1, Camperman.
There we go. Look at that. We came to it democratically, folks.
It's all democratic because I read one comment and they agreed with me. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do it.